Lesson 4, we're going to introduce you to some of the basic functions of Google Documents. As a teacher, you're going to be using Google Docs probably most of all with your students. If you go up to the left Create button and hit it, and then pick Document, you'll notice that when you click on this, a new window opens up. And right away, you're going to be familiar with this because it looks a lot like Microsoft Word. This is Google's answer to the word processor. It looks and feels a lot like Microsoft Word. You have all of the buttons on the top, all of the menus, the things that you're familiar with if you've been working with Microsoft Word for the last couple of years. But there's a few little changes and bells and whistles that you need to get used to. For example, changing the title of the document. You click the left-hand corner, you type in your new document name, and you hit OK. It's a little bit different than what you were used to when you would save as a document under Word, but you'll get used to it. If you click on File, you'll notice you can share, open a new one, open an existing Google Doc, rename, make a copy, do all of the sorts of things that you're kind of used to, and you can even download it as a Microsoft Word document, which is great for those of you who really still love Microsoft Word. Or if you want to leave it as a PDF, you could do that as well. Typing and writing anything in Google Docs is exactly the same as Microsoft Word. You'll notice as you begin to type and you share whatever thoughts that you need to share with your students or with whoever is going to be reading it, that it feels and looks a lot like Microsoft Word. You're going to notice that when you make certain mistakes or certain errors, the same type of highlights and notifications will show up on the page, letting you know that you've either made a grammar mistake or you've made a punctuation or spelling mistake, whatever they may be. It's pretty helpful. It's really, really basic and really, really simple. And you'll notice as we move through that it feels and looks like exactly what you're used to using already in school. So it's really not that big of a change. You'll notice I spelled a word wrong. You go in, you click it, you change it to story. You can do whatever you need to do in that menu. Flip it over. There you go. Nice and easy. At this point, I'm going to highlight the entire passage. You can change the alignment. You can center align, left align, right align, whatever you need to do. Just the same as you would do in Microsoft Word. I can change the font and the size. If I go up to font size and I pick, 16, 14, 12, whatever it may be, it'll change it for me. I can change the type of text. I can change into one of their preset fonts, or they have even more fonts that you can use. You can go change the text color if you need to, but the most important thing is that every change as you type on this document automatically saves it. You never have to go back and click File Save or Control S or any of that stuff. This is the beauty of Google Docs and why it's a really great tool, is that you can never lose what you've been working on. It automatically saves it as you go. Even if I close out without saving, I open it up again and watch. Right there, just the way that I left it. All of it the exact same, all the words that I typed right there. I didn't have to hit File Save or Save As or anything. It's a really great feature. Your kids will never lose their work again, and a kid can't say, well, I didn't save it. I don't know what happened to it. You can print from here if you have printers set up. You can undo, redo. You can even do a paint format. There's a lot of options that you have with Google Docs. It's a great tool. You're going to learn all about sharing documents later on, and I really hope you start to use it because it's just fantastic, and I think you guys are really going to appreciate it.